Reading Animorphs for the first time, book 54, The Beginning. Spoilers for the entire series at this point. And we're doing it a little different. I'm going to be checking in, doing live reactions as I go, and then I will have a full after the fact reaction video afterwards, after I processed. So I am not even a full paragraph in, and I am already not okay. Rachel being like, I'm scared, being like, Tobias loves me. I am not okay. All right, them still doing the thing where it's like, let me catch you up on what you've missed so you could dive in at this point is crazy in this book. Like, can you imagine starting a series on book 54, the very last one, and especially Animorphs? Like, hysterical. I love the dedication to the bit. Well, I guess I don't get the Jake Tom reunion I fucking wanted. What the fuck? What? No. No, I thought it was gonna be a fake out, that it wouldn't be Rachel. No, I don't want it to be Rachel. I don't really want it to be Jake either, but I don't want it to be Rachel and Tobias morphing Newman and seeing it. No, not Rachel. Fuck. It sounded like her at the beginning of the Elements, but I thought... I really didn't think it was gonna be Rachel. This better be a fake out. This better be a fake out. Like, I know it went right to chapter 5 Jake, but like, this better be a fake out. It better be. I am so fucking done with Jake. Like, I do not care about this. Oh, how could I do that? How do I explain what I just... Like, shut the fuck up. I'm so done. I was more okay with him last book because I was convinced he was gonna die, and if any of them were gonna die, he was the one I was most okay with, because I've never really liked Jake that much. And I actually liked him better in the last book because he stopped with this whole, like, how do I live with myself being the leader and making these decisions? I hate it. And now that like, I'm still not convinced it wasn't a fake out, but like, if it wasn't, and my favorite character just died, so you could keep living, Jake, shut the fuck up. Good. Buck the fuck up, Jake. Handle it. I want to scream. I would like the story of the Yerk with the chocolate chip cookie briefcase. Immaculate. Alarin's back! Yes, and him deferring to Jake, because he knows. He's been in Visser 1, previously 3's head. He knows to fear Jake. I love it. The dome ship, Elfangor! Ah! Oh my gosh, the subtle commentary about the military-industrial complex keeping the war going just for their own benefit, in the way that the Andalites don't want to give up the morphine technology, or at least the military of the Andalites doesn't, because it's their weapon. So why would they give that up? Because it benefits them. It's so good. It's so good. Alarin calling them out. What I did on the Hork-Bajir world is exactly what you were planning to do to this world. I love him. I love him supporting Axe. I love whatever Axe is about to do. I don't even know what he's about to do yet. I don't know what this Andalite challenge is, but I support him fully. Wait. Axe is risking his tail blade getting cut off? Axe choosing humanity is one of my favorite things. Prince Axe, Prince Axe, Prince Axe, Prince. I am so happy that this book is exploring the diplomatic follow-up to end a war that is very necessary, and I feel like goes unremarked upon in most books and movies and TV shows about war. It usually is just like they win the big battle and then it's over. But there is politics and diplomacy and negotiations afterwards. And I do think that's important in a series that's as dedicated to really analyzing war as this one is. Also, this is going too well. And there's too much book left. So I'm suspicious. This is not gonna hold. But for now, I'm gonna be happy about Prince Axe. Because I can tell pain is coming. More pain. I've already had enough pain, but there's more. It wasn't a fake out. Tobias, I'm so sorry. I just got to Marco chapter 10 saying 1 year later after Rachel's funeral, and I need a break. I can't read any more of this today, so I guess this is part 1 of live reactions to reading the final Animorphs book, and I will make more when I can. Going into reading Animorphs, one of the few spoilers I had was that one of them was gonna die. I didn't know who, but I knew one of them would. And do you guys know how many times over the series of these TikToks that I've made reacting to each book that I have cut out or like restarted a take of me saying something because I didn't want to say, as long as it's not Rachel, I'll be okay. Like, I didn't want to jinx it. I didn't want to jinx it by saying that. I am going through the stages of grief. I've just basically been playing Lunatic by Upshaw on repeat because it is Rachel's theme song. Like, I haven't been this destroyed by the death of a fictional character in a long time. Ever? Ever, maybe? I'm so sad, man. Now, I just have to go to work like an adult and act like a normal person because I already broke down crying once at work randomly last week because my guinea pig died. By the way, my guinea pig and my dog just died. So I'm already going through that while reading this book. And then I read all that about Rachel and like, I'm not okay. And now I have to go into work and function and smile and act like I am not currently grieving a fictional character because if I told my coworkers and my manager like I am so upset and not okay because of this fictional character's death, they would look at me like I lost my mind because this job is too new and they don't know that I lost that years ago. Honestly, I don't want to go to work. I just want to stay home with my emotional support trauma book. Thank you. So yeah, when I get back from work and get back into this book, I swear I better get Jake and his parents' reunion. I better get some of Jake's parents' perspective on this in some way, and this better not end with one of those and it was all a dream nonsense fake outs. Like, that is all I'm asking at this point. Reading Animorphs for the first time, book 54, The Beginning, live reactions, part 2. All right, good for Marco. Like, it makes perfect sense for him to be the spokesperson of the Animorphs. I love seeing him happy. They all deserve happiness. I'm glad Cassie got some form of happiness. Tobias disappearing for a whole year is devastating, but at least some of them got some joy, and it is really interesting to see them settle in after the war. I would have liked to see Rachel settle in because the question of like, what does she do after the war is way too interesting for the answer to be dead, but here we are. The war crimes trial of Visser 1? I mean, is there going to be some like mutual war crimes trial there? But you know, anyway, Jake's got depression, Jake's got depression, Jake's got depression. Been there, man. Rip. The worst. I am so sorry, Jake. I mean, I am glad to see that he's like struggling with his actions because what he did was wrong, but you know, I still love all these characters and I don't like to see them suffer. Jake's testimony is devastating. And honestly, I think listening to the audiobook makes it better because the actor, the person reading it, is just doing an amazing job. And just hearing the emptiness and the pain and the devastation in his voice. Wow. Just gut punch. Okay, at first I was like, what the heck? Why did Marco knock him out? But then I'm like, oh, they're going to force him to morph. Guys, if we could not give our friends concussions while trying to help them, just like preferable. What is this plan? Okay, but the line where Jake's like, we're both guys and guys don't get emotional with each other like that, it just made me go, Two bros morphing into dolphins 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Well, Marco is bi, you can sue me. But anyway, it stands. I'm sorry. Visser 1 has to serve his sentence in Kansas. He's too much of a diva for that. Like, have some humanity here. Another time jump to 2 years later? I mean, yeah, to have Axe back as POV, but like, why do we have another time jump? I am getting more and more suspicious as this goes. Where is the next pain gonna come from? Because I know it's coming. But where is it coming from? Once more again, with feeling, Prince Axe, Prince Axe, Prince Axe. With this new ship that Axe just found, I am bracing myself. I am bracing myself. Because honestly, what I read yesterday feels like a completely different book to what I've been reading today. And now this. I feel like this is going to be a whole new step. Because like the second little bit has gone pretty well. I think we are about to step into whatever the devastating thing at the end that's coming for me is. Here we go. Why is there DNA on it? Why? Is it Rachel? Is Rachel okay? Surprise, Rachel? All right, that's where I'm going to call it for tonight, actually. So it was Axe's chapter. That's 2 years after the Visser's trial. They found that big ship with DNA. They're going in, and then it switched to a Jake chapter. So I will have time, hopefully, to finish the book tomorrow. So one more third. I've done this about evenly in 2/3 so far. So one more third, and I'm scared. But this wasn't too bad. This wasn't painful. I mean, it was with Jake and Rachel still being gone and all that, but it was not nearly as devastating as the first third. I am still terrified for what comes next, though. And also, I did not get my Jake's parents' reactions at all. Come on. Animorphs for the first time, book 54, The Beginning, live reactions, part 3. Let's go! Yeah, that's all. I'm just messing with y'all. We just did my guinea pig's funeral, so now I'm going to start the book for real and give you all my reactions leading up to what I assume will be more tears. 2 years later, I'm glad Jake is doing something. I'm glad he wrote a book. But him doing it to tell people more about Rachel and Tobias, the forgotten Animorphs? Pain. Pain. I'll never forget Rachel and Tobias. No forgotten Animorph. I'm sorry, Cassie seeing a non-Jake guy, like, yeah, it makes sense. It's been years, whatever, but, like, that's wrong. It's wrong. I don't like it. 0 out of 10. I already did not get Rachel and Tobias. You are not taking Jake and Cassie from me. I was not nearly as invested, but still. Only known survivor, for fuck's sake, I am not losing Axe 2. I'm not. Okay, reason to believe he may still be alive. The Blade ship. Is the supermassive ship Krayak? Is it Krayak? Oh, let's go. Go get Axe. One final mission. I know it's going to end with nothing but pain, but you know what? For now, let's go. Did I sound like Jennifer Coolidge at the end of that? I feel like I did. You know, that's not fair, Animorphs. Just introducing a whole new alien. Like, how was I supposed to guess that? How was I supposed to guess that when I was doing my very brilliant literary analysis and figuring out that it was going to end in a 3-way war? And yet, when I was trying to figure out who, all the different combinations, I couldn't have guessed these guys because I didn't know about them. Rude. Unfair. I don't like this Ronnie guy. I don't like him. I want him gone. I don't care if he's the best guy on earth. Cassie and Jake belong together. End of story. This guy can go away. He is the intruder here. Goodbye. I'm sorry. Cassie's not going on the mission? What is this bullshit? Finally, a Tobias chapter. It's like 2/3 of the way through the book, and like the first Tobias chapter. Tobias still in love with Rachel. Oh my goodness, I am in pain. What's up? You finally go on Prozac? They're gonna name the ship Rachel. And they did. I wasn't expecting that to hurt, but it really hurt. And also, like, made me happy. Mixed emotions here. So, earlier, I was feeling like, oh no, this is pretty wrapped up, and there's too much book left. And now I'm like, hey, there's a lot to wrap up, and there's not enough book left. I swear, if they all just like instantly die, that'll be like really unsatisfying though. It better be something else. I fucking love all the nerd shit in these books. Like, you tell them you're the Enterprise. I love you so. Jake having Rachel smile and the trauma of all this basically turning Jake into Rachel. I love it. I think that may be my favorite character choice in this whole series. That is so good. I think I know what he's about to do with that ship, but that character choice is so good. And like I'm sure the family resemblance makes that smile even more like Rachel. And that's it. That's it. Ram the blade ship. That's fucking it. That's so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so good. What? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. It's so good. It's heartbreaking, but it's so good. What the fuck, man? What are these emotions? I don't even know. Okay, so everyone's been telling me to listen or read the letter that KA wrote afterwards, and it's in this audiobook. It's in the audiobook. Oh my god, that's who. That's who did the whole Jake thing when he did the Matrix. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ram the blade ship. Holy shiznit. Speechless. Just speechless. That is the best possible ending for this series. All I wanted was for it to be satisfying, and that was. So y'all will agree something is deeply wrong with me because the ending of Animorphs made me so happy. Like, so happy. I've been playing like pump up hype music. I feel like Rachel after a battle. Like, I am so happy and in love with it. It was perfect. It was amazing. Like, I was really thinking, how could this series possibly end in a satisfying way? Like, after all of this, what could be the finale? And holy cow, that Ram the blade ship. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. Wow. Just all the kudos, all the applause, all the flowers to K.A. Applegate and Michael Grant and all the ghostwriters, hence why I've been calling them K.A. and Co. Like, all of them just, wow. What a series. What an experience. I am so, so happy I got to do that. I got to read through all of that. Oh my goodness. And yeah, it's painful, but it's Animorphs. So I listened to the audiobooks for these, and it was Rachel's voice actress, like the person who read Rachel's POV books and her POV in the Megamorphs, that read the letter from K.A. Applegate at the end. And it felt very, the real Animorphs are the friends we made along the way. Apparently it is not like the letter that I've been told to find and read, but it was very sweet. And like, you may now demorph. Endings hurt me because I don't like when things are over, but this doesn't feel over. It's like I found this amazing community on TikTok. Now I get to read the fan fiction and listen to the podcasts and enjoy all the fandom stuff. Like, I don't have to leave this world yet. And that just, that warms my heart. Thank you guys. I still need to do my like analysis of the last book, but having finished this series, like I started this TikTok just for myself, just so I could kind of document my reactions and then once I finish the books, like go back and see myself go on the journey. My first several videos just got like one or two views and I was like, yeah, that's what I was expecting. But so many people have watched, so many people comment constantly. Like I notice your guys' names and profile photos and I'm so happy that you guys want to engage with me in all this and like I'm gonna cry because I don't do well with endings, even though this doesn't feel like an end. It does, and it doesn't. So, not demorphing yet, K.A. Applegate. Not demorphing.